Aries, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a reading for February for you guys. So I'm going to start off with the Mystical Shaman Oracle and see what the overall energy is. This is a new deck of mine, so I need the book to translate what it means. But Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and first house placements, all right? So let's get started and see what's going on for February, the overall energy for Aries. Okay. We've got the curse. Wow, that sounds kind of intense. Okay, so let's see what that means, this curse. I don't think it's going to be negative. It's just kind of like the Death Tarot. It sounds negative, but the essence. The curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. It is the source of negative patterns, and it could show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage on our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in the life can heal it. It is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with the mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Beware of your actions. Act with impeccable intention so as to not create a debt or karma that sooner or later someone has to pay. What you do to others, you also do to yourself and to the people you love the most. I kind of skipped a couple of parts, but I was having a lot of thoughts as I was doing this. So this is very powerful, this curse, okay? It's kind of the lens through which you see your world, your life, yourself, and the people around you, okay? It's this old story that you live in. It's kind of like you assigned yourself a character in a video game or in a movie, and you feel like you already know this person's story based on just the identity and the script that you wrote. But I feel like this is saying for February is to try to look at it from a different perspective, try to break free out of the curse. If you can't and you don't feel empowered enough to do that, at least notice that the things that you're doing that are out of this cursed mindset, okay? So your negative beliefs, your thing of feeling like you're always going to feel this way or things are always going to be that way. Also, I was just watching a reading and it was talking about, if you think that, okay, we all want to hear like karma and like things are resolved with the other person who hurt us. But first off, we don't really need to worry about that, because the reality is that when we hurt other people, we hurt ourselves. We bring that energy back. It doesn't matter in what form it comes. Even if you're just living with that, it's a heavy burden. So if someone you felt like cursed you, or you feel cursed by how someone's acting, they feel cursed too, all right? So you're both carrying that heavy karmic energy. So just know that all will be resolved. Just make sure you keep your side of the street clean and do your best to break free from this curse, okay? So that's a really powerful message to start off with, Aries. I love it. So I'm going to start off by pulling tarot for the past for you guys, okay? So I'm going to pull 2 tarot cards from the past energy of Aries and see what was going on for the past for you guys, okay? So what's the past energy of Aries? Right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and first house placements. The Hermit, okay? You guys were on a soul-seeking journey. You were trying to learn your lessons, and the Empress. You were very much focused on your own evolution. If you identify as a divine feminine, this is my divine feminine card, but you are also maybe focused on love and creation and abundance and just like really owning who you are and being in your power. You kind of were in like this solo mode, okay? You maybe were just taking time away from people to really focus on yourself here, okay? So that could have been 2019. It could have just been the last month. So let's see presently. We've got King of Wands. Could be you guys if you identify as masculine or a king. But I feel like this is more Leo energy. And then we've got the Chariot. So some of you guys could be currently moving things along with the Chariot. But I also feel like this could be moving forward with this passion, with this confidence, with this zest, and this just laser focus of what you want to achieve, okay? You could also be dealing with a Cancer, but I feel like you've decided what it is in your heart that you're passionate about, and you maybe want to make this year about following that passion, okay? I feel like you're very determined. I feel like you're unstoppable right now. You're kind of like that Aries energy. You're in your ultimate element here, all right? So like I said, King of Wands and the Chariot. You could have had just like something that happened that was like a major revelation for what you really wanted, all right? After you had that Hermit energy and you had that time alone, and now you're ready to really move forward. So let's see what February holds for you guys. Got Queen of Pentacles, okay? So working on your finances, working on your stability. Also could be dealing with a Capricorn here, okay? And I was just thinking when I pulled the curse and I talked about the death, you got the Death card as well. I was thinking I'm going to pull the Death, watch. So a lot of like transformational energy, a lot of just being very confident, and I feel like being kind of more still. Like presently you're more action focused, but I feel like you might get to this point where you realize stillness is kind of the answer, okay? Just letting it all in, allowing yourself to have this rebirth, this new beginning, this start, but being very calm and like collected like a Capricorn about it, or a Capricorn in their ultimate space, okay? I wanted to actually just pull a few cards from the Hidden Oracle Truth and see if you're dealing with someone, what do they currently feel towards you, okay? What does this person currently feel in their highest self towards Aries, all right? What is this person experiencing in their highest feels and thoughts? You speak to me through music, okay? So they're listening to music a lot. I don't react when people mention you, all right? So you came closer to anyone than anyone. I wish I could share my good news with you. Wow. All right. So I feel like this person might be surrounded by people that know you. You guys could have had mutual friends, could have ended really badly. And I feel like in a way they're trying to protect what you guys had. They don't want people to know. Maybe you asked them not to say anything, and so they're honoring that, okay? They might be, you know, really listening to music and feeling like you're trying to connect to them on the 5D level through that. You came closer to anyone. So I feel like this person is saying that, you know, I'm going to actually get some clarity. I'm going to pull Twin Flame Shadows and see what they mean by that. Judgmental. Walking away. I feel that, first off, they have this like inner critic that may be judgmental, but I also feel like the people around them are judgmental. That's why I said I don't react when people mention you. I feel like they're very concerned about, you know, what people think. And I feel like you came closer than anyone to like really being a part of their world, but they're really caught in their curse. That could be a family thing that they, you know, inherited down. It's like they judge things and they don't allow, it's almost like a defense to not be hurt, to not be vulnerable, to keep people at a distance, okay? And in a way, they walked away and they remained in judgmental, so you couldn't get close, so you couldn't hurt them, so they couldn't hurt, okay? But now their karma from this is that they have things happening and it's you that they want to share with. It's you that they want to call at the end of the day and talk about their job promotion or, you know, something positive that happened in their life. I feel like there's a void that you filled that now they're realizing because you walked away, okay? You could resonate with being a red hair woman here, or this could also be abandonment issues that they had, because this is Twin Flame Shadows, like their mother figure walked away, and that could be why they don't let anyone get close, okay? So that's really intense. We're going to pull from the Mystic Moon Oracle. I'm going to clarify it by, you know what, I'm going to use Tarot. I'm going to use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot and then my Twin Flame Poetic Confessions, okay? I've had this Pink song in my head, What About Us, in my head all day long. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but I just like to share my music in my head because music is always on my mind, and sometimes it helps people. I used to have music a lot in my videos. I don't know if any of you watched me in the beginning. I would always do it at coffee shops, and I felt like certain songs would play that would be really synchronistic to people's situations. So now I'm just the jukebox. Jukebox hero. That's another one. Foreigner. All right. So I hope it's Foreigner or I'll feel really dumb. Okay. We've got, so this is your current dynamic. We've got forgiveness, Four of Cups, and denial. This is that same energy of like they pushed you away so they couldn't get hurt, okay? I feel like the Four of Cups, I always see it as like rejection, you know, not seeing something in front of their eyes. And I feel like they didn't want to see it with this denial, okay? And now they want your forgiveness over this, all right? So denial, it says, I live my life in a haze. I can't seem to find my way. It's too painful to face myself. Reality I've placed on a shelf, which is actually kind of that Four of Cups energy too. Four of Cups, you know, they're kind of in a dream world. They're not seeing the cup that's in front of them. They deny reality because they're safer in this little bubble that they've created in their own emotions, in their own dream space, okay? But I feel like they're having more reality now, and that's why they're wanting forgiveness, okay? We've got mutual, justice, another karma card, and guide. So I feel like their spiritual, you know, their spirituality is kind of doing something karmic with them to make them realize, you know, what they did with you if they walked away. You could be dealing with a Libra with justice, but I do think things are balancing each other out, and you might be experiencing some karma too here for whatever, or it could be good karma. Karma doesn't necessarily have to be bad because it says mutual, but I feel like this is them saying, you know, also justice is all about balance and equality, right? And that's what mutual is about. So I feel like you guys may be experiencing the same things right now. It says, it's not in your head. I feel it too, but I'm a clumsy person who never knows what to do. So I feel like they're kind of conflicted right now about what they want to do, how they can balance this situation. They are trying to get in touch with their spirit guides. This could also be, I always say this is like a hermit card, which we already pulled. So I feel like they're going inward. They're really trying to listen to signs, the music, the 5D realm, angel numbers, things. They're trying to really pay attention to synchronicities. They may be even like, you know, there's things that could remind them of you that you don't even know. Like they could be watching a movie and someone could use a phrase and it could remind them of a conversation you had. But I feel like they're using these things to guide them to more balanced situation here. Nostalgia, 10 of Wands, and compromise. I feel like this, the past is a really heavy burden for them, okay? It says, take me back to that very first night. This time I promised to do everything right. It's heavy. They're carrying it. It's just, they want it to end, okay? They want to stop thinking about the past. They want to find a way. This is another balanced type thing to compromise, to, you know, create this more equal energy here. So let's pull from the Mystic Moon, Twin Flame Volume 2. I just want to get clarity on that 10 of Wands and nostalgia here, what they would want to say. I'm afraid to take that next step right now. So even though, I'm going to pull one more, they are very caught up in the heaviness of it, they don't know how to relieve that burden. I see a little part of you in everyone I meet. That's what I'm saying, guys. They're being reminded constantly. That's kind of like their karma, okay? They're very karmically tied and energetically tied to this situation, all right? So don't think that, you know, they just got away free on this. I definitely feel like they're still being very impacted by this connection, okay? All right, let's see. I'm going to pull from this Oracle of Dragon Fae, and then I'm going to pull from the Elqui Oracle and get a couple more messages. So guys, so just a couple more. All right, so we've got she who is present and she who forgives. Another thing about forgiveness, okay? So that might be something you need to energetically let go of because they might feel that, okay? Open your heart now, awareness and acceptance. This could be there's someone in your present moment that's offering you something. You might not even be able to experience it because you're also very nostalgic, okay? So try to be present. Try not to think about bad things from the past that you don't want to keep manifesting and creating, all right? Attunement, which means you guys are connected, and she who forgives. I definitely feel like they can energetically sense that you're still angry. This attunement is like being in tune to someone's energy. So they definitely are wanting your forgiveness, and they'll know when you start to soften your edges, and that may be when they come forward, okay? So Aries, that's the message I have for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.